What's up, y'all? We're here at episode 4 of the Kettlebell Corner. We are at the BCS Classic in Bryan, Texas. This is an event that they put on every year for Mayhem Missions, donating for those for help and aid overseas, sex trafficking, any mission that they can help. They give all that money for those missions. Here with my boy Hayden, Bennett. We're here competing. I'm competing with Lex. He's competing with Casey, his wife. Doing it past few years. It's a yearly thing now. We all get together and compete. So, what do you think about BCS so far?
We like it. We, of course, are in the scale division, so we have a little easier workouts than some. But we almost thought of not doing it, but we always we're like, well, I guess it is the one competition that we do together, and whatever, and get to see Rich and everybody, and
Yeah.
But it is a good time with everybody here. We kind of set up our area and then chill out, go watch each other, and then it's always a pretty fun time hyping up each other and everything like that. So
Yeah, I think it's cool. Like you have, it's like a fitness community coming together. Everybody like gets together, hangs out. It's like people that you've competed against or with, and other competitions or previous years come together. But let's get right to it. So the Kettlebell Corner, we have some questions that we like to ask. So what is fitness to you, and what it means? Like, why is it a part of your life, and what does it mean to you?
So like fitness is just, to me, it's just healthy movements, like staying healthy, eating healthy, and just doing something every day to get that heart rate up and kind of push your body a little bit every day. So when it is time to do that and when it needs to happen, you're able to. I hate fat people. So like whenever I see a video or something like that of somebody that can't do anything to help save a life or help even save their kids' lives, it's just kind of irks me. And so I just don't want that for me and my family. So yeah, I've been into hardcore CrossFit fitness for like, I don't know, 5 years when we started at Sprague.
Since we've known each other.
And whatever. So just been kind of staying at it. You go through waves to where you want to go through 100%. CrossFit, then you want to do bodybuilding, you want to get jacked, you want to like not do anything,
Right.
And then like whatever. So
you've been working out a lot with your dad too, right, lately?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Cool.
We've been doing a little bit of street parking, which is kind of a little more like cardio and like dumbbell stuff. And so coming out here slinging a barbell again is pretty nice. But yeah, it's kind of what fitness is to me, what it means, why I like to do it. Plus going into fire and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I need to stay fit and everything like that. That's one of the key components of that will help you.
So that'll kind of just we'll go into that next question. What are you chasing? I mean, it's a very broad question, and there's a lot to it. But what are you chasing in life? Like, what is your hope and dream for your life right now and in your future?
Always to honor the Lord whenever we do, and so it's I was called to be a servant and a protector for sure, like a servant leader and stuff like that. And so I used to work in parks, and I was serving there and kind of helping the community out there in a way. But at the end of the day, it's kind of a dead end job, and there's not really anything to show for it, And I wanted a little bit more, and so just started praying about it. And then he called me to fire. I put in for it. They didn't even have a spot open in the academy, and then on my birthday, I got a call that's saying somebody dropped out, whatever. If I wanted it, I could go. And
I remember that.
Yeah, so that was a really special moment, and it was just like okay, yeah, this is it. So went on to do that, graduated in December. Now I'm on EMT, and so now I'm just trying to finish everything up, get into a department, serve the community where I'm called to, faithfully and dedicated, and just raising a family to honor the Lord, and do all the family things and go and do all the fun things,
right.
And everything like that. So, but yeah,
I think being as young as you are too, having something that you're passionate and driven for and really want to do. If I sound old saying this, like this day and age or like this age, like it's hard to find kids. I mean, not a kid, but like got young men in their early 20s that are passionate and really fired up about doing something, and knowing that like that's what they want to pursue and really no obstacle is going to stop them. So I think that's cool. I've always been proud of you, seeing you go through that and continuing to push. As a married young man, we as men, we are problem solvers. We are protectors. We want to fix and help and resolve any issues and problems. And as a husband, what do you find to be the most difficult thing you face? For example, for me, I find myself lacking some empathy sometimes, and I forget that women, the beautiful, wonderful creatures they are, want to be heard and understood more so than, yes, they all love a husband that can fix a clogged sink, but what they love more is someone who can listen and understand and
Right.
empathize with. But that's what I am pursuing to get better at. What do you find that you struggle with in your marriage as a husband?
Yeah, so we've talked before, and
Right.
we're kind of the same person about that. But yeah, empathy for sure. They are the weaker vessel, and that's not just physical, that's mentally and spiritually. That's why we're called to be the spiritual leaders of our house and stuff like that. And so I've been struggling a little bit with the empathy part, just because problem solving, you want to, as soon as I hear a problem with her, it's like, oh, well, let's fix
All
it.
right.
Like, let's get it going. And
Yep.
so I find that that's not always the best thing, and she doesn't want that.
Yep.
I don't understand why she just wants to hear me kind of just say I understand, because then that's not fixing the problem.
Right.
But if that's what they need, then that's what we should do for them. And I totally get it. At the end of the day, like, they're just needing to brain dump everything to get it off their chest, and then
Right.
whatever. But I struggle with that a little bit. But we're going through a little bit of counseling right now. Not that we're like in any divorce situation at all. It's just I need an older person that has a little bit of life wisdom and stuff like that's been around the block a few times, to kind of be like, hey, this is what you're doing wrong. You should probably try a little bit of this. And
Some
so,
fine tuning.
right, exactly. So that was really helpful this past week. Again, we dove into, let's be a little bit more empathetic and just listen to her and
Yep.
kind of understand her feelings. She said that women are really good about getting their feelings out, but not really their thoughts. And us guys, we're good about getting our thoughts out, but not really our feelings. And so um, that was kind of a eye opener, I guess. But yeah, definitely the empathy part is one of my big struggles, and so that's what we're working on right now, or me, and whatever. But yeah, I love my I love my wife, Kay, and then we're just trucking along, doing what we're doing, trying to get all these things going and get life moving. So
Yeah, that's huge, and I think that's even as you being younger, like some wisdom to like have some counseling, but then like see it as a way to better what y'all have. It's
yeah,
not so much you have something bad, let's fix it. It's just how to
right.
tune up some things. Um, who's your favorite person ever?
Ever? Oh man, I have a lot, but if I was to say ever, it'd probably be my papa.
Yeah.
He passed a couple months ago, and whatever, and 68 with cancer. And it's just like, growing up, I didn't really have a dad until I was like 10 or 11, when Glenn came
Yeah.
along, and took us under his wing. But throughout then, it was pretty rough childhood with drugs and alcohol every weekend that I saw, and just party and fights and everything else. And so um, my papa was always there at the end of the day, and throughout the week we would go to school, and then as soon as we were done with school, we'd come to Nana's and Papa's, and um, I'd veg out on some snacks that they had, some cornflakes and everything like that. But
Gain a couple of lbs.
yeah, for sure. And then we'd go out and shoot, and he taught me how to shoot, how to backflip a trailer, how to do everything. And so, um, yeah, he was my favorite person, and he was my hero, to speak. So he always holds a special place in my heart. But Kay's been awesome, of course. Like, as your wife, she's the most special person to you,
Right.
and whatever. So got that, and It's just, but if I was to pick one, my favorite person and my hero would be my pawpaw for sure.
Yeah, I think your wife gets like an asterisk. It's like,
Yeah.
if other than your wife,
other than your wife, who's
but
your
if y'all
favorite person?
haven't met or seen Hayden's papa, he looked exactly like him,
Yeah.
but like 50 years older. It's so great, and seeing them like together. Like I had several interactions with him. He was in your
Wedding.
yeah, he was in the wedding, so that was fun. That was cool. He was just a good man. You can tell like his soul was he was good. He was right with the Lord. Like he loved his family. Um,
Cowboy and farmer.
Straight cowboy, like all day.
Yeah. Gums were rotted out since 9 years old, dude. Snuff was popping.
But yeah, he was a really good dude. And it was sad to hear he passed, but he's with the Lord now, so he's not in any pain anymore. He's living in paradise. Last one, then we'll get back inside because it's hotter than Hades out here, and I'm sweating bullets. Do you have a Bible verse or story in the Bible that you kind of lean on when you are? And I asked this question to in the way of like when life's hard or when you like really need to lean on the Lord more so, because I feel like we tend to need more of that when versus like, yes, like when we're in high times and when we're in good times and we worship and praise, but I feel like in hard times there's always like a part of the Bible or a verse that we really try to like dig in and lean on more so to really try to pull us out from deep. So is there one that you lean on in hard times?
Yeah, so I'll know like during the hard times and to day-to-day stuff, me and my wife try to go through Psalms 33 a lot. It's just a good one that covers all the bases and get you right through your day. Start off your day with that one. It's pretty good to hear all that. But I always like the verse, Proverbs 6:6, where it says, I have it on my phone right here, but it says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard," whatever. Yeah, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise." Me as a workhorse and stuff like that, that's always just trying to do something to work or stay busy and help other people. Like, lazy people are also just something I can't get under.
Can't avoid them.
Yeah, and that verse right there just speaks out to like kind of my character, and the character that I wish some people had is just like, the sluggard, the sloth, slow moving, just wants to hang out, whatever, have a good time, don't really care. But the ant, they can haul however many times their body weight, they're always moving, always trying to build and provide for their queen, and so I like that verse a lot because it just shows like this little bitty thing that God put on the earth is like doing all this. So like, what do I need to be doing to stay busy and, help people and help my family, like make the steps in life and just start checking off blocks and, and stuff like that. So I always like that verse. It always is a good one. Kind of just keeping the toolbox, but yeah, I'd say that's probably like one of mine. Psalm 33, and then probably Proverbs 6:6. That's probably
and it's cool to hear people that you have a verse or part of the Bible that they lean on that you've like may have seen or read once. Like I've never, I probably have read it, can't recall it, but it's like everyone has different verses, different stories, different parts of the Bible that they lean on for their life and their reason. So it's cool to hear different verses.
Yeah, for sure.
But we're gonna get back. Thank you for watching episode 4 of the Kettlebell Corner in the corner of the Bronco.
There you go.
It was good to finally have Hayden on. He's been a great addition to my life and helping my family. So he's a good dude.
Back at you, big boy.
Been friends since this October will be 5 years. It feels like it's been 25. But tune in next time. Thank y'all for watching. Out.